Yes, my video and this one, everything is visible to all of you. Good.
Yes, sir.
So this is the Euglena classification for this one. Here is phylum Protozoa, class Mastigophora, and order is Euglenidae. Students, you remember one thing. Protozoa means they have a unicellular in nature, microscopic in nature. That property is the important one for protozoa phylum. Mastigophora, if they have a flagella, any protozoan organism, if it is having a flagella, then it will comes under Mastigophora. That is a class. Under Euglenoidea, body is covered with soft and rigid pellicle. I think you see here, this is the pellicle. That is the pellicle. Okay. And cytostome is there. I think here is a small opening, a round like opening is there. That is called as a cytostome. I think a mouth like opening. And cytopharynx, I think a narrow tube like structure is here. Yes, that is a cytopharynx or gullet. Flagella 1 or 2 is there. So this is a flagella. My writing and highlighting everything is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Diagram and then PPT, finally my video, voice is everything is good. Okay. Okay. సో యూగ్లినాయిడియా అన్నటువంటి ఆర్డర్లో వాట్ విల్ బి ద ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్ ఫీచర్స్ ఆర్ నీడెడ్ అంటే బాడీ షుడ్ హ్యావ్ ఏ సాఫ్ట్ రిజిడ్ పెల్లికల్ వన్ క్యారెక్టర్. Cytostome is another one. Is with cytopharynx also. Now flagella is one or two only. One or two only. The flagella will be here. Okay. Flagella 1 or 2 flagellas are there. When we see the internal structure, a small, very limited, short flagella is here. Yes. Here, inside it, a very small, lengthed flagella is there, and one more is an elongated flagella is there. So there are two flagellas are here. Unequal length of flagellas are here. You remember that? Okay. Now see the characters. Number 1. Here is body is often covered by a striated pellicle. Pellicle is flexible in nature. Due to the flexibility in pellicle, euglena is capable for euglenoid movement. Euglenoid movement is done by this. Anterior end of the body bear a small funnel-like cytostome. So here is a cytostome. Anterior body will have a small funnel-like cytostome is there, and a tubular from here to here called as a tubular cytopharynx, which leads into a large spherical reservoir. I think here is a reservoir is there. Okay. Now a single whip-like flagellum arising from the base of the reservoir, an elongated flagella. Not a one. You remember that there are two flagellas are here. Okay. There are two flagellas are here. One is a very short flagella, another one is a very longer flagella. Cytoplasm also differentiated into ectoplasm, endoplasm. The cytoplasm which is very peripheral, that is ectoplasm. Ectoplasm. The cytoplasm present in this area called as a endoplasm. Okay. Now the chloroplast is there. Chloroplast is there. A paramyelum reservoir, that is reserves a stigmata, and a large contractile vacuole is also available. So based on all this character, which one? This one. So presence of a chlorophyll. This one, this is called as a chloroplast. Chloroplast. All of you please remember. So due to the presence of a chloroplast, presence of a contractile vacuole, presence of a paramylum reserves, presence of a stigma, and one elongated flagella, one shorter flagella, tube-like cytopharynx. In the anterior end of the body, there is a small opening-like structure called as a cytostome. Okay. Observing of all these characters, the given slide is now to be identified as a euglena. Okay.
Green.
Yes. Is it clear? The important unique characteristic by which we can identify this one as a euglena. Gurtuntuda?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now come to the next one. The next one is amoeba. This is also a microscopic and a cellular one. Rhizopodia, here is very, very important. Pseudopodias are there. When we see the pseudopodia present in any kind of organism, blindly, simply we can decide that that organism may be belong to Rhizopoda, a class. Because of in the Rhizopoda only all organisms are having a pseudopodia. Okay. So pseudopodia, once we see it in any animal, any organism, that organism, that microscopic organism may be belong to that class Rhizopoda. Okay. Now order Lobosa. I mean the pseudopodia nature. Pseudopodia nature, blunt ended nature may be there. Now endoplasm, ectoplasm both are distinct. Hence order Lobosa. Genus is amoeba and species is Proteus. Amoeba Proteus. See the structure of this one. Okay. This one, everything is called as a pseudopodia. This one here now known as a ectoplasm. Here is endoplasm. This one is a contractile vacuole. This one is a nuclei. They are called as a food vacuoles, etc. Is there any specific shape to this one?
No, sir.
No specific shape and size is given to this. Shape plus organism. Okay. From all sides of the body, there will be a finger-like outgrowth projections are formed in the name of pseudopodia, and every pseudopodia at their end they are called as a blunt ended. Okay. How they are there? Blunt ended pseudopodias are there. Blunt ended pseudopodia. Hence lobopodia type of pseudopodia. So what are the characters? 0.25 millimeter to 1 millimeter may be the length of this one, and irregular shape. Okay. And then cytoplasm can be divided into ectoplasm and endoplasm. A contractile vacuole is there. Now nuclei will be there, and from all sides pseudopodia, lobopodia kind of pseudopodias are there. They are more than one in number. You remember that. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that. More number of, more than 2, more than 1 or more than 2 or several number of pseudopodias are there. Hence it is an amoeba. Okay. So observing all these characters in this slide, we can say that may be belong to amoeba. Okay na? Next we move on to the next slide. Okay. Now plasmodium is not given to, or this is paramecium. Okay. Protozoa means unicellular in nature. Coleopora, cilia. Cilias are present all over the body, hence it is belong to subphylum Coleophora. And ciliata class, cilias are present throughout life. Kabatti ciliate antam. Euciliata subclass, cytopharynx, contractile vacuole, mega and micronuclei. Chudandi division. Cytopharynx is there, contractile vacuole is there, mega and micronuclei. These properties are present in Euciliata, that is a subclass. Harder holotricha equal cilia. Holotricha all over the body ఉంటే holotricha. Peritricha అన్నాం అనుకోండి, they may be present all around the mouth of the organism only, but now here holotricha and equal cilia. The length of cilia all are equal. Now suborder Trichostornata అంటే mouth leads to cytopharynx. Family Paramecidae, oral groove is present. Okay, genus is Paramecium and species may be Chordata, Paramecium chordata. How it look like? ఎలా ఉంది? The entire shape may be look like as a slipper. Hence it is a slipper animalcule. So it is a microscopic in nature, slipper shaped in nature, elongated one, and cigar shaped one, spindle shaped one. Yes. So Paramecium is the most familiar and extensively studied protozoan genus. Anterior, that is blunt in nature, rounded, while posterior end is pointed. See that character also. This is the pointed posterior end. Now this is anterior end. How it is? A blunt end is there. Blunt end is there in the anterior end of the organism. Okay. Now see all these characters. By observing all these characters, so immediately we can say that may be belong to a Paramecium. So all around the body, which one is there? Cilia are there. Here is a oral groove from here to here. Oral groove is there. That is a vestibule. This is called as a esophagus. Now the plasma membrane around it called as a pellicle. Okay. Trichocytes are there, from which only the cilia are going to be developed. And throughout the length of the body, which one? Myonemes are there. Obliquely arranged myonemes are there. This is the posterior contractile vacuole. This is here is also one more another contractile vacuole is there. Anterior contractile vacuole. So foot vacuoles are there, anterior vacuole, posterior vacuoles are there. Throughout the length of the body, obliquely arranged which one?
Myonemes
are there. Anterior end is somewhat broad, posterior end is somewhat narrow or pointed. Throughout the length of the body, all around the body, there are numerous cilia are there, equal length of cilia are there. So observing all these characters, the given slide may be belong to Paramecium. Okay. Now this is Cycon. Yes, this is the Cycon. So Porifera, that is a phylum. Cycon. Porifera ani anagane, how you can say that organism belong to a phylum Porifera ani question వేశారు అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు నీ దగ్గర ఆన్సర్ ఏముండాలా? ఇమ్మీడియట్గా you have to say that they are pore bearing. When we see their body, throughout the body they will have a numerous pores. సూక్ష్మమైనటువంటి చిన్న చిన్న రంధ్రాలు ఎక్కువగా ఉంటాయి. Simply we call them as a ostia. And one more, asymmetrical means symmetry may not be observed. When we cut them through any plane, we are unable to get two equal halves. Yes, my voice is clear?
Yes, sir.
When we cut them from any plane, we are unable to get two equal halves. So that kind of mode of arrangement of their organs in their body called as especially called as asymmetry. In generally, no organs are there in their body. Even no tissues are also present. No tissues are also absent. Okay. And cellular level grade only will be there. So when we cut that organism, we do not get two equal halves, one character. We unable to see even tissue grade of organization also. There will be only cellular level of organization will be there. So based on all these character, such organism may be belong to porifera. Now calcarea. Here calcareous spicules are there. Calcarea means calcareous spicules are there. Yes. Calcarea means calcareous spicules are there. Yes, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Heterocoela canal system is cycanoid type. So that is a genus Cycon. What are the characters? Simply Cycon is a slender, vase-like shaped cylinder, especially measuring about 5 to 6 millimeter in length and 5 to 6 millimeter in diameter. Now each cylinder bulges in the middle and opens to the exterior by an osculum. Only one large hole is there in the most anterior end of the body called as osculum, by which only the excess water present in their body will come out. And then another one, the surface of the body is perforated by numerous pores called as a ostia. You remember that character? Now the body wall consists of outer dermal epithelium and inner flattened epithelium. Here a pinacoderm is the outer one and coenoderm is the inner one. Okay. Pinacoderm is made up of pinacocytes and coenoderm is made up of coenocytes or flagellated cells, etc. They are there. So coenocytes or flagellated cells are restricted only to the radial canal. There will be numerous canals are there in their body when we see their canal system. Incurrent canal, apophile, prosophile, radial canal, excurrent canal. Okay. But the radial canals are lined with flagellated cells, coenocytes. Yes. A skeleton comprises calcareous base, 5 spicules of monoaxon, triaxon, tetraxon type. Canal system here is a cycanoid type. Okay. Simply water enters the body through ostia and passes into the incurrent canal, and from incurrent canal they enter into the radial canal. Now from it they enter into the sphingosome. But before that there will be apophile and prosophile also will be there. Okay. Yes, reproduction is both asexual and sexual. Asexual by budding. Regeneration is also there. Sexual method here, ova and sperms will be developed. But when we see the characteristic features, no need to discuss about sexual reproduction, asexual reproduction. Okay. Even inside there is a canal system, etc. We are unable to find it. Simply when we see with our naked eye and morphology on it, what are the characters are exhibited by them, by which only we have to identify that organism may be belong to that character, that animal. Pores we can able to see. Yes. Numerous pores are there, ostias. Yes, ostias character will be observed. Only bigger, larger, one anterior opening will be there, called as a osculum. That thing also can be observed. Okay. So many small spines-like structures are present throughout the body. Yes, that character also will be there. And folding nature may be there in their body wall. That character also will be there. Okay. The remaining all other characters may not be visible. When we take a section only, there, yes, there is radial canal. Radial canal is lined with flagellated cells or coenocytes, etc. Such things can be visible. Okay, observing all these characters, the given slide may be belong to Cycon. Okay. So this is the Cycon. Is there any all characters what we discussed now?
No, sir.
No, very limited character by which only we have to say that the organism is belong to so and so. Here is osculum. So many pores are there. So many pores. I am also giving so many red dots. Such red dots are nothing but known as a dermal ostia. On outer margin of body there will be small spicule-like structures are there. Chudandi. The entire outer margin of their body, there will be small hair-like structures are there called as a spicules.
Spicules.
There is a base by which they can able to attach with the substratum. So observing all this character, we say that that organism may be belong to చెప్పండి may be belong to
Icon, sir.
cycle.
Icon.
Okay, now this is, I think already this one is over in our previous classes. Look like as a glass rope sponge.
Rope sponge.
So hyalonema. Porifera అంటే pore bearing and asymmetrical etc. cellular level of grade of organization seen in this, hence that organism may be belong to porifera. ఎగ్జాక్ట్ నెల్లిడా క్లాస్ ఎందుకు ఎగ్జాక్ట్ నెల్లిడాకే సంబంధించిందని మనం చెప్పాలో దాన్ని అంటే స్కెలటన్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ట్రయాక్సాన్ 6 రైడ్ సిలీసియస్ స్పిక్యూల్స్. 6 రైడ్ సిలీసియస్ స్పిక్యూల్స్ ఆర్ దేర్, అందుకే ఎగ్జాక్ట్ నెల్లిడా. ఆర్డర్ హెటిరోసీలా స్పిక్యూల్స్ ఆర్ ఆంఫీ డిస్క్స్, నో హెగ్జాస్టర్స్. జీనస్ ఈజ్ హైలోనీమా. So common name is here glass rope sponge. It is a rounded or oval body with a simple spirally twisted root tuft. From here to here is a root tuft, root spicules. Symbiotic polyps are also living in this area. Here small, I am again giving so many, which one? So many, which one I am placing? Osteas. That is this, from here to here is the body. Osteas are there, body and osculum. Osculum is now a widen osculum. Widen osculum. Okay. Based on that property, we can say that that is belong to hyalonema, and observing from here to here also. Okay. The spicules of root tuft continue through the sponge body as an axis or columella and projecting above as a gastral cone. Now the root spicules are compact, a stalk-like, elongated, twisted and giving the appearance of a rope. When we see the rope, so many fibers are there, each fiber may be twisted with another one. Yes, here also the same kind of arrangement is seen. So the root spicules, ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఏమిటివి? స్పిక్యూల్స్. ఇవన్నీ ఏమిటివి? స్పిక్యూల్స్. ఆల్ దీస్ స్పిక్యూల్స్ ఆర్ నౌ కాంపాక్ట్, స్టాక్ లైక్, elongated ones and very very important twisted one, and finally they are giving an appearance of rope. Rope like appearance is given by this root spicules, hence it is called as a glass rope sponge, because this part will be shiny in nature. Okay. Yes, up to that it is over. Now spongilla, anybody can say that its importance? It is the only one organism who live in fresh water, so it is a freshwater sponge. Spongilla profusely branched, exhibiting various shades of green color due to the presence of zoochlorella or green alga in the tissue. In their tissue, zoochlorella or green algae are there. The body wall consists of very thin dermal membrane provided with dermal pores called as a ostia, and several osculas are there. Oscula, 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 oscula. So దానికి సంబంధించి ఏమి ఈ రీజన్లో చూడండి, హియర్ ఈజ్ ఏ ఆస్కులా, 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 ఆస్కులా. In generally for one organism one osculum will be there, but here several osculas are here. The larger anterior opening by which only the water may move from the body to outside. Now the Ragan type of canal system that may not be appear, no need to discuss about it. Skeleton consists of siliceous spicules in the form of a network, smooth, spiny, large and small axis embedded in the spongin fiber. Yes, habit and habitat, it is a colonial one. When we see that, we can observe that character colonial. It is abundantly found in ponds, lakes, slow stream growing on submerged sticks and plants. They are the characters of Spongilla. Now Hydra, that belong to phylum Coelenterata. Hydra means, before that we said that is belong to phylum Coelenterata. Based on which property we can say that is belong to Coelenterata? Anybody?
It is multicellular, sir.
Ah,
And tissue grade
ah. And
diploblastica.
diploblastic acoelomate. When we see their body wall is with two layers. Okay, ectoderm, endoderm, but such wordings may not be suitable for them. Epidermis and gastodermis. Outer one is epidermis and inner one is gastodermis. So like that, two layers are formed or present in their body wall. Hence it is belong to radiata or diploblastica. Okay. Now hydroidea లేదా హైడ్రోజోవా అని ఎందుకే చెప్తున్నాం? హియర్ hydroids bearing a medusa with a true velum. Medusa is with true velum is there. True velum ఉంటే hydrozoa. Order hydroida. Polypoid generation well developed. Okay. Anthomedusae, Hydrotheca and Gonotheca both are absent. When we see them, Hydrotheca and Gonotheca never be there. Hence that belong to Anthomedusae, that is a suborder. Genus is Hydra. See this. This is the Hydra. This is a basal disc. The entire body is cylindrical in nature. I think a ovary. This is called as a young bird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, nearly 7 to 8 or 6 to 8 tentacles are there. Okay. Nematoblasts on tentacles. So small dots like structures are there. They are called as a nematoblast. The entire one is now known as a tentacle. Here mouth will be there. Yes. What are the characters? Elongated one, cylindrical one, and elastic tube like, and measures nearly 1 to 3 centimeter in length. Proximal end of the body is now known as a basal disc or foot, used for the attachment. Okay, this is this area. The free distal end or oral end, this end. The mouth is situated on the conical elevation called as a hypostome. ఎక్కడైతే మౌత్ ఉంటుందో దాన్ని ఏమంటారు? హైపోస్టోమ్ అంటారు. బాడీ వాల్ ఈజ్ డిప్లోబ్లాస్టిక్, కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ అన్ అవుటర్ ectoderm and inner endoderm. Actually these wordings are not suitable. You remember, ectoderm called as a epidermis and endoderm called as a gastrodermis. In between them a gastrovascular cavity also will be there. Now body wall encloses a digestive cavity or gastrovascular cavity which extends into the tentacles. Now that character also may not be seen. So observing all these character, which one? A basal disc is there, young bird is there, ovaries are there. I think 6 to 8 number of tentacles are there. Now in the anterior end of the body there will be a mouth. Okay. So based on that character we can say that is belong to Hydra. Now another Physalia that belong to order. Anybody?
Siphonophora, sir.
Siphonophora, already I think day before yesterday we discussed about it. Siphonophora, that is already the same question that was asked earlier. Yes, Ammai Akila, already the same question I asked Siphonophora. Here is now nothing but
F.
it will shows higher degree of polymorphism. Polymorphism, that character is well that character is well expressed by them, బాగా ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేస్తాయి. Polymorphism, that property is the well advanced one in Siphonophora organisms. Sabada Physophorida, upper end of the colony bears a float nematophore. You please remember, a float nematophore ఉంటే that is called as a Physophorida. ఇక్కడ నెమాటోఫోర్ ప్లేస్లో ఒకవేళ స్విమ్మింగ్ బెల్స్ ఉందనుకోండి, దట్ బికమ్ అనదర్ వన్. Because of a swimming bell and a nematophore, both will do the same kind of work. A nematophore is gas secreting tissues are there, and a sac is there, a gas filled sac by which the entire organism may be floated on the water surface. That is possible due to the presence of this nematophore. But swimming bell, that also will help the organism to float on the water, and by preventing sinking by doing swimming. Yes. So other name of Physalia, what is that?
Portuguese man
Portuguese
of war.
Man of war. So Portuguese man of war is the other name of Physalia. Colony has a large nematophore. See this diagram. This is entire one is a nematophore. Okay. Nematophore. So the entire one is a nematophore. Now here from its bottom so many joints are there. I think without mouth and with mouth structures are there. With mouth structures are called as a gastrozoid. Without mouth, that is a dactylozoid. They also may have a bract, etc. Okay. Coiled nature, tentacles are there, or bracts are there, dactylozoids are there, gastrozoids are there. The entire thing will be present at their bottom. In their upper surface or anterior part of that thing, which one? An elongated sac-like, the entire sac-like structure is there. This is called as a nematophore. Now a gas gland, what I am saying, gas gland is there, that produces gases. Inside the float secretes a gas of composition similar to air. This help the animal in floating over the surface of the water. Swimming bells, ఇంతకుముందే నేను చెప్పాను, when nematophore is present, swimming
bells are absent, sir.
Swimming bells are completely absent when we have a nematophore. Okay.
Nematophores.
Now colony exhibits remarkable polymorphism. Remarkable polymorphism is there, and phenomena of division of labor is also there. So beneath the float are hanging down the three types of joints and tentacles. Three types of joints are there. One is a gastrozoid, another one is a dactylozoid, another one is a gonozoid. Already we know that gastrozoids are meant for nutrition. They have a mouth and without a tentacle. And dactylozoids are two kinds, large as well as small. These are provided with tentacles, bearing with numerous nematocysts. Okay. Now gonozoids are branching blastostyles bearing clusters of medusae. Clusters of medusae are there. So male medusa are reduced and remain attached. Female medusa are free swimming. Tentacles are large and bearing stinging batteries or nematocysts to kill the large fishes and prey organisms. Observing all these characters, the given slide should be treated as a Physalia. Now come to the Aurelia. It is a jellyfish. For Physalia classes, See this class is
Hydro.
hydrozoa.
Hydrozoa.
Hydrozoa. Now here for jellyfish class is
Scyphozoa.
Scyphozoa. Jellyfishes are true medusae, exclusively marine. Medusa hang umbrella shaped without true velum. ఈ పదం లాస్ట్ టైం చెప్పాం. See the same thing. Yes, with true coelom. If it is there, that is hydrozoa. Yes, with true coelom is there, they are called as a hydrozoa. Here, which one? Ah,
Aurelia.
without true coelom.
True velum.
Without true coelom, such all organisms are simply belong to class Scyphozoa. ఎందుకంటే నువ్వు సముద్రానికి కానీ నదికి కానీ వెళితే ఇలాంటివన్నీ కనపడినాయి అనుకో, నో అనిమల్ విల్ హ్యావ్ ఏ ట్యాగ్ ఆన్ ఇట్. ఎస్, ఐ ఆమ్ ఏ ఫైసాలియే, ఐ ఆమ్ ఏ పోర్బిటా, ఐ ఆమ్ ఏ సో అండ్ సో, సచ్ నేమ్స్ ఆర్ నాట్ పేస్టెడ్ ఆన్ దేర్ ఫేసెస్. ఎస్, ఇలాంటి పేర్లు ఏమైనా రాసి పెట్టుకుంటాయా? నో.
No, sir.
Simply we have to pick up that organism and try to see whether the velum is present or not present. If velum is not there, yes, we can say that that may belong to a class Scyphozoa. Yes, velum is there around the mouth, a membranous structure. If it is seen around the mouth, yes, there may belong to Hydrozoa, etc. So based on each and every unique character, we can decide that spotter or slide may be belong to a different class or a different subclass, different order, etc. Only one cell may be seen, then we say that that organism belong to just we are moving across the river or we are at the seashore. We have seen one organism. That organism is with only one cell. Simply we have to keep that in which phylum? Yes, my voice is audible. మా అందరికి వినపడుతుందా?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
మళ్ళీ ఆన్సర్ ఎందుకు చెప్పడం లేదే? నౌ వి సా అన్ ఆర్గానిజం. ఒక ఆర్గానిజం చూసాం. దట్ ఆర్గానిజం ఈజ్ టోటలీ మేడప్ ఆఫ్ ఏ సింగిల్ సెల్. ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ దట్ అబ్జర్వేషన్ ఆఫ్ దట్ క్యారెక్టర్ వీ కెన్ సే దట్ దట్ ఆర్గానిజం ఈజ్ బిలాంగ్ టు విచ్ ఫైలం?
Protozoa.
సే లౌడ్లీ.
Protozoa, sir.
Because of presence of a single cell in their body, we can say that it is a unicellular organism. All unicellular organisms are now belong to protozoans. Simply we can say that protozoa. If we see more number of cells only in their body, then we can say that that organism is belong to which phylum? Yes?
Aurelia, sir.
Not Aurelia. I think Porifera. Simply phylum I am asking. If we
Okay.
see an organism is with numerous cells only, numerous cells are there in their body, that property, that character we have observed. So based on that we can say that that organism is belong to phylum Porifera.
Porifera.
Or so many pore bearing nature is there, then that also that organism is belong to Porifera. So like that, here tissue grid of organization is observed in one organism. So immediately we can say that that organism is belong to which phylum? Try to think of.
Porifera, sir.
Not Porifera. It is not a Porifera, because I am saying tissue grade of level of organization is observed in the
Coelenterata.
Coelenterata. Yes. Coelenterata. I mean, not only the Coelenterata may be belong to that, because of that grade of tissue grade of organization begin from Coelenterata. Coelenterata to the last mammal ఏదైనా అయి ఉండవచ్చు. మరలా మనం presence of a gastrovascular cavity, presence of a epidermis, presence of a gastrodermis, maybe cylindrical body, maybe tentacles around the mouth, etc. based on so many other characters. Velum is there, velum is not there, polymorphic nature is there, etc. So we can say that that organism may be belong to so and so, like that. Now Cemostomiae, I think day before yesterday we discussed about order, this one also. Umbrella is flat, saucer one, bowl shaped one. Mouth square, margin of umbrella is fringed with hollow tentacles, and 8 or more tentaculocyst gastric pouches and filaments are absent. If all these characters are there, all these animals may be grouped under this order. Sorry, come to the properties of Aurelia. I think the common name of this one,
Jellyfish, sir.
jellyfish. The medusa
Jellyfish, sir.
yes, the medusa is a bowl, saucer shaped one, having tetramerous radial symmetry. Okay. Now the medusa or umbrella has a slightly convex upper surface known as a umbrellar surface. The lower one is a sub-umbrellar surface. The margin of umbrella divided into 8 lobes. You remember, nutses are there. So based on that property, we can say that that is Aurelia. See this, from here to here, ఎలా ఉంది umbrella shape. Okay. Now this is the velum. This is the velum. A layer is there. చూసినారా ఇట్లా ఏ లేయర్, ఇట్లా ఒక లేయర్ ఉంది కదా, ఇట్లా నేను పైన గీస్తున్నాను చూడండి. ఏ లేయర్ ఈజ్ దేర్, దట్ లేయర్ ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ నోన్ యాజ్ ఏ velum. 1 2 3 4 gonads are there. This surface is called ex-umbellar surface. They are called radial canals. Marginal lappets are also will be there in this area. Now this is 4 arms, 1 2 3 4. 4 oral arms are there. They came from mouth దగ్గర నుంచి వస్తాయి. So presence of a 4 oral arm, umbrellar shape, and 4 gonads, etc. velum is there. Based on all these character, that spotter may be belong to Aurelia.
Aurelia.
This is a sea anemone. Sea anemone. Numerous tentacles are there. చూడండి, here how many tentacles are there? For Hydra, very limited number, 6 to 8 tentacles are there with nematocyst. But for this one, numerous tentacles are there. So capitulum, a net-like structure is there, collar or parapet is there, scapus is there, pedal disc is also there, mouth surrounded by a disc called as a oral disc. ఇలాంటివన్నీ చూస్తే మనం ఏం చెప్పాలి? ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ మెట్రీడియం. మెట్రీడియం ఎలా ఉంది? లార్జ్ సెసైల్ వన్, brightly colored, solitary, flower like. It is a marine form found attached to the rocks, piles of waves and solid objects from tide poles to the depth of 90 fathoms. But these two characters పక్కకు పెడితే ఎలా, it is a larger one, sessile one, brightly one, solitary one, flowers like one, so etc. What are the property? Metridium, commonly called as a sea anemone. The body is a shorter one, cylindrical one, radially symmetrical, divisible into 3 distinct regions. One is a pedal one, disc one, column, oral disc. pedal disc, that is the bottom by which this is the pedal disc, from here to here pedal disc. It is a muscular broad base or foot by which it is attached to the substratum. చూస్తానే చెప్పొచ్చు. Now the column is differentiated into two portions, a distal thin walled short capitulum and a proximal thick walled scapus by a groove and collar. No, nothing. ఇవి ఎక్స్టర్నల్గా మనకు కనపడతాయి, ఇంతవరకు చాలు. మౌత్ లీడ్ టు ఏ షార్ట్ గల్లెట్. హియర్ ఇస్ ఎ మౌత్, మేబీ లీడ్ టు షార్ట్ గల్లెట్. Gastrovascular cavity is divided into compartments usually by 6 pairs of mesenteries. But this is also an important character, but we cannot see that character when we see them externally. But internally that character is there. Now planaria. Yes, how it is? Anybody? Planaria.
Dorso-ventrally flattened, sir.
It is completely dorso-ventrally compressed one and flattened organism. Yes. ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక అనిమల్ డార్సో వెంట్రలీ ఫ్లాటెడ్గా కనబడితే దానికి మనకు నేమ్ తెలియకపోయినా వీ హ్యావ్ టు కీప్ దట్ ఇన్ ప్లాటిహెల్మింథిస్. నౌ టర్బల్లేరియా. ఎపిడర్మిస్ ప్రొవైడెడ్ విత్ రాబ్డైట్స్. రాబ్డైట్స్ అన్నటువంటి ఒక క్యారెక్టర్ కనబడితే, బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ప్లాటిహెల్మింథిస్ దేర్ ఆర్ 3 classes are here under this: టర్బల్లేరియా, ట్రెమటోడా అండ్ సెస్టోడా. The turbellarians only are the free living organism, they have a rhabdites. The remaining all others are not having a rhabdites. Now other order, Tricladida, pharynx, applicate usually intestine, backward intestine with 3 branches. Gonopore is single. ఇవన్నీ మనకు కనబడవు. సరే, body of planaria or other name of this one,
Eugesia, sir.
Dugusia, that is elongated one, bilaterally symmetrical and disc, dorso-ventrally flattened, 2 to 15 millimeter in length and brown to black color. Head is, look from here to here only, head is I think
Triangular, sir.
triangular in nature. Okay, 2 eyes are there, prominent eyes are there. Digestive system here is mouth, proboscis, pharynx, branched intestine. అవి మనకేం కనపడవు, బట్ తెలుసుకుంటున్నాం అంతే. మౌత్ ఈజ్ సిచ్యుయేటెడ్ ఆన్ ద వెంట్రల్ సర్ఫేస్ బిహైండ్ ద మిడిల్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద వామ్. Pharynx plicate directed backwards. Intestine fork into the 3 diverticulated branches, 1 anterior and 2 posterior. That also unique character. So yes, based on that character, the given spotter may be belong to planaria. Yes, దీన్ని చూస్తానే చెప్పచ్చు. Already we know that the pathogenicity of Fasciola hepatica. Very good.
Fasciola hepatica.
Yes, the common name of this one here is
Liver, sir. Liver
yes,
fluke,
this
sir.
is a liver
Liver
fluke.
fluke, sir.
Very good. Liver fluke. Yes, okay, yes, liver fluke. Body is leaf-like, dorso-ventrally flattened one, measure nearly 25 to 30 అక్కడ మెన్ అని ఉంది కానీ 30 millimeter in length and 4 to 5 millimeter in breadth. Okay, anterior end here is now a very smaller one, conical. White posterior end is somewhat rounded in front than behind, compared to this. Anterior end is smaller, conical. The posterior end is now larger and more rounded in front. Okay, ఇదంతా కాదు కానీ ఓవరాల్ సక్కర్, ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఓవరాల్ సక్కర్, ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఫస్టాపులం. In between there is a gonopore. Based on these three, observation of acetabulum, observation of oral sucker, dorso-ventrally flattened organism, anterior end is somewhat ఎలా ఉంది anterior end is small and conical,
Conical.
while the posterior end is large. From here to here the posterior end. Okay, now mouth is situated at the anterior end and surrounded by the oral sucker. Here is a mouth, and mouth is also circled by which one suckers, ila sucker.
Sucker.
So mouth is surrounded by encircled by sucker. Pharynx is now muscular, అది మనకు కనపడ. Between the oral and ventral sucker is a median genital pore. One more important structure, we can see that. That is enough. That liver flu causes a disease known as a liver rot. This is an extraordinary information, not necessary here. Okay, ఇట్లా చెప్పుకుంటూ పోతే there is a life history. It can be able to produce different embryos, polyembryogeny. Numerous characters are there: Redia, Cercaria, Sporocyst, Metacercaria, Miracidium larva, etc. Different larvas also may be developed, but the entire story is not necessary here. Simply the observable characters are needed for our practical class. Now this is, yes, is it remember this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is a Tinea solium. This one is now head. I think I will try to draw this. This is the neck, this is the head. Head also consists of which one? Suckers. Okay, the entire one is now known as a rostellum. Okay, this is sucker. Here hooks are there. Okay, hooks. Yes, it is a commonly called as a tapeworm. Body consists of scolex, head, neck, strobila. Yes, ఇవన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. Neck is there. From here to here is a body. బాడీలో ఇక్కడ immature proglatids, mature proglatids, gravid proglatids. The entire one is a leaf-like, not a leaf, ribbon-like. Yes, ribbon-like nature. So here scolex is a smaller one than the head of a pin, about 1 millimeter in diameter. It is the organ of attachment, holding organ, and bears 4 suckers. 1, 2, 3, another direction lo another one more sucker is there. 4 suckers are there. Hooks nearly 28 to 32. Nearly they are arranged in 2 rows. One row is with 16 nearly, or 14 to 16 will be there. Hence 28 or 32 number will be there for hooks. Behind the hooks means unsegmented. Here no segment. Here is no segment. Simply the structure is like this. Okay, behind it the structure will be like this. The structure will be like this. That is the segmented structure is there, but here is no segment. That is now known as a neck. Okay, yes, strobila or body consists of a large number of segments, nearly 800. Each segment is termed as a proglatid. So based on the nature of proglatid, there will be 3 different kinds: immature proglatids, mature proglatid, gravid proglatids. Okay, depending on the condition and developed of reproductive organs in their segments. Yes, enough. Observation of scolex, observation of a neck is without segmentation. The entire body is segmented. Proglatids, immature proglatids, mature proglatids, gravid proglatids, hooks are there, suckers are there, rostellum is there. So observing of all these character, we can say that that is belong to that is belong to Taenia solium.
Taenia solium.
Okay. Now here is scolex of Taenia. The same structure. This is a part of scolex. Okay. Taeniaకి సంబంధించినటువంటి scolex. This is the rostellum. One row. This is also one more row. Two rows are here. Okay. Sucker, sucker, sucker. And one more another structure is there on another end. 4 suckers are there. 14 to 16. 2 rows of hooks are there. And unsegmented, this is not the neck, this is the neck. Unsegmented neck, this is unsegmented neck. Okay, here is neck, ikkada segments are there. I think that may not be now known as a neck. From here onwards, which one is going to be developed? Segments are going to be developed because of that region is said to be segmentation zone, fragmentation zone అని చెప్తాం. Yes, this structure, observe this character only. That is belong to the entire body.
Male ascar, sir.
It is a posterior end is curving in nature. A pair of cupulatory spicules are there. Based on that property, we can say that that is belong to male ascaris.
Ascaris.
Now Nereis. Yes. Observation of a parapodia. Observation of a parapodia. Anyhow, we will continue. All of you be here. I will cut this video and within a seconds of time again I will restart the recording.